Hello there. In the previous entry, it finished with Sam staring up at the clouds. And if you recall, it said 2 was better than 1, but 1 would have to do. So Sam's lying down, staring at the clouds, and at the end it says, Davy taught me how to do that. So Sam's staring at the clouds on his own, whereas ordinarily it would be Davy. So we're going to start with chapter 2, what should have happened. So I pointed straight up. You look like a rabbit with long fluffy ears, and you're a cow's head winking at me, and you... That one doesn't look anything like a cow's head, said Davy. He'd come back. He lay down beside me. That one looks like a table with 2 vases on it. Don't talk wet. It's a cow's head. A table. A cow's head. A table. You need glasses, I told him. I invented CloudBusting, said Davy, so what I say goes. But you're not the only one with an imagination, I replied. You two okay? Asked a woman walking by. No, we're better than okay, I told her. We're fantastic. We're terrific. We're tremendous. We're stupendous. The grass is wet, we may be rusting, but we're having fun cloud busting. The woman gave us a funny look and walked off, and Davy and I looked at each other and burst out laughing. And we're best friends, I shouted after her. Secret best friends, Davy said, his smile fading. Not anymore, I told him. I stood up and shouted, with all the breath in my body and all the power in my throat, Dave is my best friend, so what do you think of that then? Good for you, an old man shouted back at us. Chapter 23. What did happen? I lay still, cloud busting, on my own, myself, alone, me, I. Chapter 24. After. Davy and I still spoke, still walked to school, still played together sometimes, but it was never the same. He was one of them now, the same as Alex, Pete, Barry. He talked about football and sport. He played computer games and read the occasional book, but any music he didn't like was a waste of energy. And any book he didn't read was a waste of time, and any person he didn't like was a waste of space. He started hanging out with Alex and the others like a loose-fitting shirt, not one of them, but not so apart anymore, not like me. And Alex allowed this, like a kindly king, so everyone said, like a guilty king, ashamed and wary. I thought, my thoughts my own. Alex was showing the world he could be generous, he could be noble, he could be better than me. Davy started hanging out with Alex and the others, the ones who used to hang around with me a long time ago. And everyone forgot about Alex and the peanut, but no one forgot about Davy and me. Chapter 25, Away. Davy became me and I became him. I look at the summer sky and see the bottom of heaven's ocean. I look at a tree and stand and stare as the branches like arms beckon me near. I look up at the stars and see holes in the floor of heaven, a light so bright it burns my heart. I look at people's faces and see myself in their selections of expressions, reflections, contact, and my friends drifted away, walked away, ran away, including Dave, because I wasn't Sam anymore. Davy left school 6 months after his allergic reaction. His mum got a better job in another town. Davy didn't tell anyone. He just left. 1 week he was there, the next he was gone. And he never said goodbye, not to me, not to anyone. He just left, but he'd already gone. Chapter 26, Homework. So there you have it, Mr. Macky. This is my homework about my best friend Davy, who used to be called Fizzy Feet, and how he went away. But he left something behind, a thought, a feeling, an idea, a different way to look at the world. He left something behind, Mr. Macky. He left me. But I'm not Davy as he was, and I'm not Sam as I was. I'm Sam here and now, and I hold out my hands every day and spin round and say, isn't life cherry ice cream with chunky chocolate chips? Isn't life a theme park, a rolling, rip-roaring roller coaster ride? Isn't life all the shades of the rainbow souping through every pore? Isn't life roast lamb and mum's rice with slices of cucumber on the side? Isn't life pop music, class music, a box of paints and a world through each door? Isn't life a burst of light, a scent to delight, a phoenix rising, dazzling in the night? Isn't life a magnificent mountain peak, or silent woods, or warm waves lapping a sandy shore? Isn't life anything, everything you make it, and then much, much, so much, oh much more? Isn't life wonderful? Now, I hope you enjoyed that. As I said at the start, some of it can be quite challenging, and it's all written in poetic form. I do wonder if it's worth going back now that you've listened to the whole story and watching it again from start through to finish, or listening it from start through to finish, just to see if you can get the message that comes across about how friendship is so important. And it doesn't matter what somebody looks like, how somebody behaves, it's about treating each other with respect and being honest and open about those relationships that you have with people. So I hope you enjoyed that. I will post some other stories soon, and I think what I'll do is I'll try and get a few more light-hearted ones that I can read in one sitting. My son's in year 3, so I'll find some suitable books that are potentially enjoyable for that age group. Okay, well, take care of yourselves and hopefully see you in school soon. All right, bye.